Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium, in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Jalen Hurts and the New England Patriots.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Now Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run for the first time now with James White. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep.
There he goes, right side, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 43 yards, and the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Not quite sure how to describe that, but I think that there's a mix-up in responsibilities defensively, because they're so used to either the running back getting the ball or the ball getting out of his hands downfield as a pass that when he ends up keeping it, they sometimes get fooled. And he found a way to squirt through the defenders and take off for a big, big run.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. Second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 23-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it'll bring up third down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Lee.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Going deep this time for Miller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice... This punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 57 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Jackson.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Baltimore.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Darren Lee, his second sack of the night.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, man open left side is Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. James White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
New England trying to get a place on offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. Played well and is skillful. I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Well, big run there. 29 yards and a first.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs.
Gain of 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The 27-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it, and that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed steam going.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Flushed out right. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action now. Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. 38-24 was the final. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. And final scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
27 yards on the gain there. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chuck Hart picking it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On 2nd and 9. Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Do what we do. Do what we do. Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The tackle by Robert Quinn. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
Pass complete to Sammy Watkins. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. First down, here's White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, White. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a carry for White. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. James White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have broken the tie. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Oh, no.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now left side on the swing pass. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Fighting his way through contact. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has. But
oh, no, he lost the football. but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Patterson, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Cordero Patterson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now Jackson on 1st down. On the left side, a catch by White. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. New England trotting into place on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 28.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He will push his way down to about the 14. Calais Campbell on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It'll be Hurts on the action.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down and goal.
the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Well, take a deep breath as it all comes down to Justin Rohrwasser.
Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for New England, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they